Hey there, Tracy Noriega, paying it forward to you on this Mindful Monday. How you doing? Well, it is. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving weekend for all of you Americans out there. And really, it's a great time for everyone to give thanks. I don't think it should just be one day of the year and just one country. We all have a great deal to be thankful for. So, that being said, thank you. Um, just for being here, for being you. So, one of the things that came up and what I want to share with this Mindful Monday to reflect on and to take through your week is, it's been brought up by one of my coaches, a soul coach, about one of the principles about believing that everybody is doing their best job, the best they can with what they know and where they're at in life. And, I know we tend to come up with our judgments and thoughts about, well, I know they know better than that. And they know, it could even be like, somebody that you hired or you work with. I know they know how to do a better job. I know they know what the expectation is. You can go on and on about how, well, it should be better or they should have known better. And that was just the point, I guess, that she was making, was that everybody at the moment in time is actually doing the best they can at that time with the knowledge they have. And it brings to mind to me, and I did my first Mindful Mondays on it, the Four Agreements by Miguel Ruiz. And one of them is to do your best. That's one of the four agreements, is to always do your best. And in reading that chapter is also realizing that your best on one day may be different than your best on another day, right? Maybe you didn't get as good of sleep. Maybe you are, I don't know, burning it at both ends. Maybe you just got done with something else that's exhausting, or you're, trying to kick a cold or get over some other illness that's going on. Whatever it can be, um, your 100% and your best that day may not be the same best on another day. So, um, you know, why even think about this? Why even consider this as mindfulness? It's being mindful that, when we judge about another person's ability to do something, is if we come from the approach that they're doing the best that they can with where they're at, and that may also mean with their level of consciousness and awareness of what it is that they're doing, um, and their ability to accept things as they are, right? So I know this can also be applied. I've got people in my family and friends who are addicts. I mean, if they're really not ready to be done with their addiction or to work on it, then you have to know that they're doing the best they can for where they're at that time, not making excuses, and not, looking to give a way out, but for us to realize that at that point in time, that's the best. And I know even when I look at dealing with parenthood things at this moment, is a lot different, and I can be a lot more aware of my uh, responding versus reacting, which is a huge shift in awareness and mindfulness. So, when you look back at incidents that happened in the past, just kind of giving yourself a break. So it's also compassion for yourself as well as for others, because, where you were at that time is not where you're at right now. And all the factors that went into it and the circumstances are certainly not the same. So it's just something to really practice patience and compassion for yourself and for others. And again, not to be a way of giving an excuse to someone about their actions, but for you to have some understanding and some compassion and some mindfulness about that, because you really can't change the situation that is at hand, and we can't, um, you know, make people do anything, right? So all our control is in ourselves and how we react and where we're going to come from. So that's what that piece is for. And I know it's been a great help for me to think that, remind myself that, and even when I hear the objections coming up, being gentle with myself about reminding that it goes for me too. So there you are. There's the little mindful moment for today, and take it through your week and see how many times you can catch yourself, whether you're getting on yourself for doing the best that you actually can for today, and accepting and saying, hey, I actually did do a great job today, knowing X, Y, and Z has happened, or I'm dealing with A, B, and C. I am doing the best that I can, and same for those in your life. All right, well, hope this was helpful. Give a thumbs up, leave a comment, share and pay it forward if you'd like, and till next week, cheers.